Welcome back. It's me, Jesse Rowe with Inside Fighting, and we're joined by an incredible guest. It's our second time speaking to Lupita Loopy Godinez. Loopy, how are you? Thank you for coming back.
Thank you for having me. I'm really good. How are you?
Doing very well. I'm excited for what's coming next for you because you're coming off of obviously like it was like 2023 was the year of Loopy Godinez. You fought, was it 5 times? You broke the record?
For
Four
for
times.
time.
Fought 4 times, but you broke the record. And obviously it was you ended on an incredibly high note. And now you get a shot at Virna Jandiroba. This is a pretty big match for you to jump up the rankings. How are you feeling about this fight? How do you see it going? Just sort of give me your diagnosis of it.
I really like the matchup. As you say, it's the most important fight in my career so far, and it's gonna push me ahead so much. And I am really grateful for this opportunity because I do feel prepared for this fight.
Yeah, it's a great matchup. And obviously, if you win this fight, I would imagine you feel like you're sort of knocking on the door of a title shot, right? She's ranked number 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I do see myself being a challenger for the belt at the end of the year. The latest beginning of the next year depends how the strawweight division is going. What's going on depends. Once
Right.
you get higher in the rankings, the fights start to get a little farther from each other.
Yeah. So what do you think? You think you're one fight away? Maybe like I guess it all depends. It's performance based, right? Like if you have like a great performance, you could get a title shot next, or you could be another fight away. What do you think? Maybe 2 fights?
Yeah, exactly. I think it depends on how I perform this fight, and
Yeah.
if I show up and kill it, then I maybe one more, maybe I'm the next one. I don't know.
So how
But
do you
I'm not
feel?
looking into that.
I'm sorry?
I'm not looking into that. I'm just looking into this fight and doing a good job, and then leaving whatever happens later happens.
So how do you see this matchup? How do you see the fight going? Sort of what do you think happens in the fight?
Yeah, I do see it. Of course, me with my hand raised at the end, but I do see a little bit of everything. Like my hands are gonna shine a lot, some takedowns, and my jujitsu can surprise a lot of people because she's a jujitsu girl, but also my jujitsu has improved a lot in the last
Yeah.
few years. I've been working on it a lot, and yeah, I think it's a great matchup for myself.
I do know that obviously if you don't get a title shot next, there is a matchup I was thinking about and I thought it'd be kind of interesting. I don't know where she's at in terms of her recovery process because she obviously just suffered an injury, but Tatiana Suarez is one of those fighters that's next in line for a title shot, assuming she's probably one fight away as well. She was supposed to fight Amanda Lemos. That fight got canceled because of her injury. Depending on her recovery timeline, is that a fight you'd be interested in? If at maybe Mexican Independence Day at the Sphere, for example, would that be something that would interest you?
Yeah, of course, whatever the UFC wants me to, whoever they want me to
Yeah,
fight. As I say, it all depends on the rankings now, and that's not my job.
yeah. But that would be I mean, I just think that would be a great matchup in general. What do
Yeah,
you think? Do you think that sorry, go ahead.
I do think it will be a great matchup for both of us.
Yeah. So just to sort of circle around to that, what a title shot at UFC 306, they're doing it at the Sphere. That has to be something that's like that would be the ultimate goal for 2024, right?
Yeah, definitely. If I can get it there, I mean, it will be amazing. But if it doesn't happen, and then that's what I fight, one more fight there, that's also amazing. To be part of that card, it will be great. It will be one in a lifetime.
Yeah. Well, because you fought at Noche UFC,
Yeah.
and so this would be the first time, obviously, at the Sphere. There's a lot of talk about who should headline that card because it's Mexican Independence Day. It'd be a huge card. I know that fighters like Nate Diaz has thrown his hat into the ring as potentially an option. He's not signed with the UFC right now, but he does want to come back and he would want to headline that card. Do you see him as a good option to headline Mexican Independence Day UFC 306?
Yeah, yeah. It will be good. It will be great just to fill it up with Mexicans, you know, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we saw the job they did at Mexico City, and you know, we're doing a great job. So I think it will be great to just fill it with Mexican fighters.
What would be your dream fight, like to headline that card? If it wasn't like Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor, notwithstanding, what would be like your dream matchup for that card?
Well, for me, I would love to watch Alexa and Valentina
Yeah,
there. That will be amazing. But let's see what happens. You know, I'm sure UFC will. I mean, we already saw the video of Dana White saying that it's gonna be epic and you
yeah.
know, really crazy. So I'm excited for that one.
By the way, what were your thoughts on UFC Mexico City and how that card went down? The final two fights were sort of all over the place, but what did you think of it as an event and just how it all played out?
Oh, I think it went great. You know, everyone that attended, it was so happy. The energy felt crazy, amazing. All the fighters, you know, they bring it everything they got. Some of them didn't got the W, but they did an amazing job. You know, every fight it was exciting and it was great. I think everyone did a great job. And as you say, the two last fights they were nuts.
They were wild. Oh yeah, last thing I wanted to ask. This is way off topic, but I'm sure you've seen some of it. What advice would you give to Ryan Garcia right now? Ryan Garcia has been tweeting a lot of stuff. I don't know if you've seen it. He's sort of been making the news. He's been in the public spotlight for a long time. What advice would you give him right now?
Yeah, just to hang in there.
Yeah,
You know, I don't know what's he doing, how's he feeling, but for the looks of it, he's not having a great time in his life right now. And then I'll just say he's not alone. You know, there is a lot of people that could help him, whatever he's going through, and you know, he just need to speak up and ask for help.